Hello everyone and welcome to the month of July for the Love of Crafting and Sharing YouTube collaboration. Thanks for being here today. This month we're focusing on It's Getting Hot in Here, and I thought I would bring out some hot colors from a cruise that I did with my husband, and these are sunset photos that are straight out of the camera. I haven't done any editing to them. The sunsets were just amazing, so I wanted to make sure to highlight them on a scrapbook layout all on their own. So I'm starting off backing these photos on some cardstock that I've got to go with the Close to My Heart Sangria collection. It's from a while back, and I've backed them on that lovely almost poppy colored cardstock. I've also inked the edges, and then I've chosen this beautiful paper. I love the sort of the way it's not quite ombre, but it's really got sunset colors to it. So I thought these would look amazing on this paper. So I pulled these out, and I'm going to play around with the placement a little bit. Then I decide the spot that's darkest is toward the bottom, and then it lightens up at the top. And I thought I'll turn the page around just so that I can have that sort of sunset effect with so that it's matching kind of the photos, I guess you could say. And then I also had this cardstock word, or chipboard word I should say, that came from a scrapbooking cards and today sampler, and so I've used stickles on it to really bring it out. And then I'm going to pop up these photos on some foam. I'm just using fun foam here, and that way I get a little bit extra dimension, not too much, but I'm only doing it around the centers because I want to be able to have an area of the photo around the edges where I can tuck things in. And then in my stash, I found some washi tape that I thought would just be awesome for this, because since these pictures were tropical, I found this washi tape that has sort of a sunset effect, and it's got some turquoise in it and the palm trees. And then I also have an extra strip of washi tape here that's kind of yellow and reds, and it just kind of went with it. So I've got that mirroring on the top and the bottom corners. And then I'm going to pull out these sticker packs that I've got that came with the sampler. And there's a quote in there that I love that I'm going to be using. It's a sticker and a quote from Dr. Seuss. And so I've decided I know exactly where I want that. I want that to be sort of almost like the journaling. Not quite, I'm going to journal on this later. But I want that to sort of be a focal as well. And then I have some of these gorgeous large Prima flowers from years and years ago, because I'm still going through so much of my older stash. So I'm playing around and just trying to figure out, I pulled out a whole bunch of things that I thought might work with the layout. Not that I've chosen everything that's going to end up on the page, but I just thought I'll pull out, colors, items that I think might work. And I'm just going to choose from those randomly. Like you'll see, I've got some gems from Close to My Heart. I've got some satin crystals from Prima Marketing. I've got lots of Prima flowers. I've got some that are mulberry, some that are silk, some that are fabrics. So lots of fun stuff to play with. It's just trying to figure out where I want it all to go. And I did bring out the turquoise after I found that washi tape, because the washi tape has a small line of blue in it. And I thought, you know what? In terms of this layout, there's so much reds and oranges and purples, like all these sort of darker, warmer tones, and I needed something cool to just sort of balance that. And the aqua stripe really inspired me to get out those turquoise colored flowers. So I think they really make it feel more tropical as well. And since these were taken on a cruise, it just made sense to add them to the page. So I start off with adding some of the flowers, and then I'm adding some satin crystal chevrons, and I'm putting these in locations just to sort of bring the eye to look at the photo. So I'm going to be pointing those toward each of the photos. And up in the corner where that large silk flower is, you'll see that I've also done a camera with the same stickles that I did the chipboard word. And it's sort of it's a pink, but it's got a gold glitter flake in it. So I thought it would really work with this. And then I'm going to just start adding a few extra accents. I did some little hearts as well in the same stickles glue. And I'm going to place those around the page. I just kind of, I didn't quite know where to start with all of the different clusters, but for me, I like starting with the larger clusters, like working with the large flower and then working my way down. Some people work the opposite way. They'll sort of work from the base up. But since these flowers were so big, I didn't want to sort of take the chance that they would, be sitting on top of other stuff that I didn't want to cover. So I started with those, and then I'm just going to tuck things underneath where I need to, like these paper flowers. I wanted to have a little bit of different dimension besides just the fabric flowers. So I've added a few of these little stickers from the sampler sheet here. And then I notice up in the top left corner too, I'm sort of missing a little something up there. I just want to kind of bring the eye all around the page. So I'm just going to put a couple of little flowers up there for now and layer some of those sticker flowers. And we'll see what else ends up being up there. But what I'm going to do as well is I have one of these really wild flowers. Really big, kind of very daisy-like, but I didn't want another huge flower. So what I did is I just folded it and then tucked it into the corner, and it makes for a fuller flower. So you can do that with your mulberry flowers. Feel free to fold them in half and tuck them under photos and things. And you'll see that I do that with another one of the turquoise flowers in a little bit. But this particular turquoise flower doesn't have a center, so I'm just going to use one of the gems for a center just to kind of make it so cute. And I'm going to add some more mulberry flowers. I'm adding a variety of textures and tones. So I have the oranges and the yellows, and I've added some yellow cherry blossom kind of design flowers just to kind of bring in some more tone. And then I'm going to add a few more chevrons at the top. So I'm adding the Memories chipboard down now. I've changed out glues, and now I'm using my Scotch Quick Dry just because I find it so much easier. It doesn't get all gloopy, and it dries clear if there's any leftover that sort of spills out of on the sides. And I love how easy it is to use. Then I've got some Prima Marketing foam alphas in orange that I found, so I'm going to add that on to my title. If you enjoy this layout, please give me a thumbs up. That really helps me, and subscribe to my channel so that you can be notified of other videos that are coming out soon. I'd really appreciate that. And feel free to comment too below. And I also have a video where I have a giveaway going on to celebrate having 200 subscribers, so look for that on my channel as well. So I'm looking for just a few more little things. I just need something a little to just add some cohesiveness, so I'm going to add some gems just around the page. I'm not going to splatter on this page because there isn't that much white space, and I didn't do any mixed media work on it, so I'm just going to stick with gems for this particular page. And I'm just adding a few more flowers in lighter colors and different tones, just because in some areas I found that the clusters were a little dark, like the one in the bottom left. But I'm also adding different lighter tones of purples and creams as well. So make sure that you check in the description box for the links for the other talented ladies who are on the YouTube hop as well. We're all highlighting heat this July, so check all out their videos. They're pretty amazing ladies. So I'm just going to take one last look and see if everything looks good, if I'm going to add anything else. I think that's pretty much it. Stay tuned for the close-ups. And again, if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and comment below what you enjoyed most about the video, or if you have any ideas for future videos for me, what you'd like to challenge me with. Thanks again for being here, and remember to check out the other ladies from the YouTube blog hop. Thanks again and have a great week.